Hey, howdy YouTube, this is Charles.
And it's John.
And Princess Frostbite is asleep on the carpet. Apologize if the lighting ain't great, guys. We're inside the city house, and we are getting ready to head out to the tiny house. We haven't been there in a while because of the weather. It's been horrible, cold, yucky, and then I started a new job, and then John started a new position with his company. So we've been really busy. But one of the things we've got planned is we are going to try to get some of this stuff down to the tiny house. So we've got some insulation that we're going to install. Future upcoming videos, we are going to replace the Dickinson wood stove with this super cool potbelly stove. You guys can see with it next to, you guys can see with the stove next to the vacuum cleaner that it's actually a really tiny potbelly stove. Now, if you guys have seen some of our old videos, we have recently started doing some thrifting videos, and we have a little antique shop in a antique mall. And when we went to pick some stuff up that we sell on our Etsy shop, Revenant Reminders on Etsy, we saw this for 120 bucks, and it doesn't look like it's ever been burned. So we couldn't pass it up, and it will more than heat the tiny house. The Dickinson stove would be great if we were super insulated,
but it's not so great in the space of the tiny house without insulation. It doesn't allow the space to heat up before heat is escaping. This, however, might require some windows to be open.
And I'm totally fine with wasting a little bit of energy in that regard, if it means being warm. I don't know, I have absolutely no idea the BTU rating of this little stove, but I'm gonna reckon to say it's probably somewhere between 18 to 20,000 BTUs, which should be more than enough. And then once we get this insulation installed, that'll be great. Another thing we're gonna install coming up really soon is this little fuse block, because as you guys know, our tiny house is solar power and off the grid.
So with having the fuse box installed in the cabin, we'll actually be able to run 12-volt power for our CB radio station. We'll be able to run a separate fuse for lights. We'll be able to run a separate fuse for hookups for the TV or for the vacuum cleaner. Because
we won't need to run as many things off an inverter, because a lot of our appliances are DC, so it should work out much better. Also coming in the summer, one of the things we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and invest the money and upgrade our battery bank. So I'm going to go ahead and start loading the car while John puts together some clothes and maybe makes us some brunch.
Before I do that, you're going to follow me and take them to see our balkers.
The chickens! But first you guys need to get some princess kisses. Give everybody on YouTube some kisses. You guys got princess kisses. Yeah, I got the birds up this morning, but I didn't... don't look at our mess. I got the birds up this morning, but I didn't feed them. Balkers! Oh, look, they're in the water. How funny.
God. Get out of the water.
What are you crazy girls doing?
Come here.
I think John is trying to collect all the chickens. Come on, people, that's comedy.
There we go.
You got a handful of chickens, dude.
I do.
A Speck, Princess Leia, and Thundercluck. Hey, ladies. Hi. Yes, you too. Ah! Oop. There we go. Alright, I'm going in. I need a coat. And I'm going to start loading the car.
So guys, I don't know if Charles has said anything about this yet, but we've pretty much decided to revamp a lot of the stuff that we've done in this cabin. The reason being, it's our first time that we ever did this, and we realized with the new stove and just the layout of the kitchen area that it's not gonna quite work. All this is probably gonna end up coming out. The Dickinson is gonna end up coming down, and we're gonna put a pot belly stove here in the corner. The living area is probably gonna move over here somewhere. New stuff's probably gonna go over there. And we're about to put insulation up here. That's just a tidbit of what we've decided this weekend. So we've actually got something that seems like it's going a little bit easier than we thought it was going to for once. But we've started putting this insulation in. It's measuring out perfectly, it's stapling in the cabin perfectly, and it's not really messy at all. So what we're doing is just 68 inches is half of the barn style roof from the middle point down to the edge. So we're just cutting 68-inch strips. I'm doing a cutting and Charles is stapling them up.
Paper side is called, I believe, craft face. You know?
And it's staples on the sides. This is completely opposite of how I thought this was going to go down today. You got it really, really cheap.
Yeah, I got it on sale. It was like $4 a bat. There's 40 feet in a bat. I bought 8 bats.
Alright guys, I'm going to get to working. Take a look at the ceiling now. And when we get back, in reality an hour from now, for you guys, 2 seconds, you'll see the finished product hopefully.